everyone, welcome back to Livendra's vlog. If you're currently learning German, or if studying German has started to feel boring, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to share how I study German. I'll show you how I learn German in an easy way without spending hours studying. How many days I study, how many minutes I study each day, what I focus on, and what I avoid while learning German. So make sure you watch this video till the end without skipping. If you're watching my channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. Okay, so now let's go through everything step by step. These are the methods that really helped me reach my German B2 level. So let's get started. The first question many people ask me is, how did you reach B2? My biggest answer is consistency. Whatever study plan you choose, you need to follow it consistently. If you study German for a few days and then stop for several days, you'll lose your flow and confidence. Even if you don't have much time, try to study a little every day. Another thing is, I don't study for 8 hours a day. I study for a short amount of time, but I make that time productive. I focus completely on what I'm learning. The same goes for vocabulary. I don't try to memorize hundreds of words at once. Instead, I learn a few words properly, revise them regularly, and then try to create my own sentences using those words. This helps me remember them for a much longer time. Another tip is to create a monthly study plan. For example, if it's July, mark the days you want to study. You don't have to study every single day. On your study days, make a simple to-do list with the topics you want to complete. Now, let's talk about my study plan. If I study vocabulary today, then the next study session is usually grammar. During my exam preparation, I also focused on connectors and other important topics. If you're preparing for interviews, don't just memorize the questions. Practice answering them in your own words, because in both interviews and exams, you'll often need to create your own sentences. This practice will help you speak more naturally and confidently. Another important habit is revision. After learning something new, keep revising it again and again on the following days. Revision is one of the biggest reasons I was able to remember what I studied. If you're studying at an institute, you'll usually receive exam preparation classes, books, and notes once you reach the B2 level. I prepared for my B2 exam mostly at home using those materials. I'm also planning to share the notes I prepared. I created them myself, and I also used ChatGPT to help organize and improve them. For the speaking exam, there are 3 parts. In the first parts, you'll usually get around 7 presentation topics to choose from. I chose the topic books and gave my presentation about the story His First Flight, which many of us studied in school. I took the TELC B2 exam. Now let's talk about the speaking exam. The first part is the presentation. You'll get 7 topics and you have to choose one. I chose the topic books for my presentation. I talked about the story His First Flight, which many of us studied in high school. I prepared my own notes for this presentation, and those notes really helped me. If any of you would like these notes, just let me know in the comments and I'll share them. The second part is the discussion. I had prepared using a discussion model, and it helped me a lot in the exam. I know many students find the second part difficult, but if you practice with this model, it becomes much easier because you only need to adapt it to the topic you're given. I almost forgot one important point about the first part. Even though you choose only one topic, you should prepare at least one question for all 7 topics. The reason is that you don't know which topic your partner will choose, and you'll need to ask them questions. Sometimes the examiner may also ask you questions. So I prepared a few common questions in advance. The third part was something I practiced a lot. I prepared more than 25 answers that I could use in different situations. This gave me the confidence to answer almost any question during the exam. I've already uploaded another video where I shared some useful tips about the German B2 exam. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll leave the link in the description below. Make sure to check it out after this video. One more important thing is vocabulary. I have a list of 50 easy and useful German vocabulary words. If you'd like me to share it, comment below. Right now, I know around 300 useful German words, and I'm still learning new vocabulary every day. If you also want to learn German in a simple and consistent way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The next thing you should focus on is your vocabulary. At the A1 level, we usually learn simple and common words. But when you reach the B2 level, it's important to start using more advanced vocabulary. This doesn't mean you have to learn difficult words every day. Just try to replace some basic words with better ones whenever possible. For example, instead of saying helfen, you can use unterstützen. Instead of anfangen, you can use beginnen. Instead of denken, you can use überlegen. Instead of siegen, you can use präsentieren. And instead of kaufen, you can use erwerben. When you use these kinds of words naturally in your speaking and writing, it shows the examiner that you're comfortable using German at the B2 level. So, whenever you learn a new word, try to make your own sentence with it and revise it regularly. The next important thing is sentence structure. For taking your B2 exam, you should know how to make sentences correctly in different tenses. These include presens, perfect, praeteritum, plusquamperfect, futuri, and futura too. You don't need to use every tense in every answer, but you should know when and where to use them. If you can switch between different tenses naturally while speaking, it creates a very good impression during the exam. Another topic you should definitely learn is subordinate clause connectors, also known as Zweitlige Connectoren. They are very important for the B2 exam because the examiner is looking at how well you connect your ideas. If you use connectors correctly, your sentences become more natural, more fluent, and more like a B2 level speaker. One mistake many students make is preparing only the questions they expect to get in the exam, but that's not enough. In the B2 exam, you may get unexpected questions. So instead of memorizing answers, try to understand the language and practice creating your own sentences. That way, you'll be able to answer confidently no matter what question you receive. Another grammar topic you shouldn't skip is conjunctive to. It's especially useful when you're giving suggestions, expressing wishes, or speaking politely. Using conjunctive to correctly can help you score better marks in both the speaking and writing sections. Now let's talk about the exam modules. Some students find Lesen difficult, while others struggle with Hören. For me, and for many other students, Hören is usually the most challenging part. In the reading exam, even if you don't understand every single word, you can sometimes guess the correct answer by understanding the context. But in the listening exam, you only hear the audio once or twice, so you have to understand it immediately. That's why practicing your listening skills regularly is very important. To improve my listening, I practiced every day using German audio, podcasts, and exam materials. That really helped me become more confident before my exam. If you're struggling with your N, don't worry. I've already uploaded a separate video. If you want to improve your German Hören listening skills, one of the best things you can do is watch German content every day. You can watch German cartoons, German movies, or German podcasts. Try to watch at least one German video every day. While watching, you will hear many new words that you don't understand. Don't try to learn everything at once. Instead, choose 3 to 5 new words from the video. Write them down in a notebook, translate them into your language, and try to understand their meanings. After that, make your own sentences using those words. This will help you remember them for a long time. Next, try to understand what the speaker is saying in the video. If you don't understand it the first time, don't worry. Listen to the same video again and again. Repeating the same video is one of the best ways to improve your listening skills. If you still don't understand, learn the meanings of the new vocabulary first, then watch the same video one more time. You will notice that you can understand much more than before. This method really helps improve your listening. Another important tip is to learn alternative words for modal verbs. In German, there are many different ways to express the same idea. Knowing these alternatives will make your German sound more natural and help you understand native speakers more easily. Also, practice speaking in front of a mirror every day. Talk about yourself or any simple topic in German. This will improve your confidence and help you speak more naturally during the exam. Now, let's look at some common mistakes you should avoid in the speaking exam. The first thing is your greeting. When you enter the room, say Guten Tag after that. If the examiner asks you to introduce yourself, don't say Guten Tag again. Just start introducing yourself. Another mistake is reading directly from the paper, where you wrote your presentation points. Try to speak without looking at your notes all the time. If you keep reading from the paper, it may look like you memorized everything instead of speaking naturally. Always maintain good eye contact with the examiners. Sit straight and keep a small, natural smile on your face. These small things create a good impression. Don't worry too much if your sentence structure is not perfect. The examiners are mainly checking whether they can understand what you are trying to say. Communicate your ideas clearly and confidently. Finally, during the presentation, try to speak in a clear and well-organized way. Keep your presentation within 1 minute, because this is where you can score more marks if you present your ideas confidently and in a structured manner. So, these are some of the most important tips that can help you improve your German listening and speaking skills and perform better in your exam. Remember, don't try to become perfect in just one day. Consistency is the key. Even if you study for just 20 to 30 minutes every day, you will definitely see improvement over time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends who are also preparing for their German exam. It might help them too. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe because I regularly upload videos about German language learning, exam tips, Germany nursing, and my journey in Germany. I'm sure you'll find something useful here. If you have any questions or if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in my next video, let me know in the comments. I read your comments and I'll do my best to make videos based on your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone!